Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of How to Suck Less at Ultra Street Fighter. Whoa! This isn't Ultra Street Fighter 4. This is Street Fighter 6. New graphics, new mechanics, and new characters like Toga Ryu and that one guy you know who wears nothing but tap-out shirts. Whoa. Well, we got some things to cover here, so let's get right into some of the basics of this new game. We got a couple meters over here. We got one at the top that's kind of green and yellowish, and we got some at the bottom there. Let's start at the bottom. So at the bottom in the corners there, that's your super gauge, and in Street Fighter 6, it's used for nothing except your supers. Nothing else to use that gauge, and it builds by getting hit or hitting your opponent. Um, there are up to 3 levels, so Luke there on the right, he's got a 3 beside it because he's built up 3 bars. And on mine it says CA, which is critical art. And that happens when you've got 3 levels of super and you have less than a quarter of your health left. So at the top there, I don't have much health left. So now my level 3 super actually becomes a much more powerful version because I'm low on health. But every character has 3 different supers. So here we go. Ryu's got one. That uses just 1 bar. He's got a level 1 super. Everyone's got a level 2 super, which uses 2 bars. So he's got it there. And then everyone's got a level 3 super. Right. Now, the good thing about supers in this game is, unlike in Street Fighter 4, there's no need to press all 3 buttons at the same time. They're just sort of double motions, double quarter circle forwards and things, and then a punch or a kick or whatever, just a single button press. So that's made much easier in this game, much better. But that's your super meter. It's pretty straightforward. Nothing else that's going to be used for. The meter at the top, though, that's got a whole bunch of uses, and we're going to go over some of them here, the important ones. It's called the drive meter. It's the whole thing is called the drive system. Everything's named drive, whatever, something. So the EX moves you used to be able to do by pressing 2 buttons with a special move instead of 1. So you got regular special move there, regular fireball. Now if I press 2 punches, it's going to use some of that meter at the top. There you go, and he flashes yellow, just like in Street Fighter 4. So those are called overdrive moves now because, like I said, everything needs to have the word drive in it. And of course, every move has a drive version, pretty much. Right, this, and right, more powerful, usually harder hitting, come out faster, that kind of stuff. So that's the first thing you can use drive meter on, and those will those are 2 bars of your drive meter. Your drive meter, by the way, you get a full one every round, and it will regain naturally just over time, just by waiting. So managing that meter is a good portion of the game. You want to make sure you're using overdrive moves and stuff like that to make use of that meter. Now, there's really only 2 things you need to know about that meter. And the first is overdrive moves because they're easy to do. You can always use them, and if you've got an opportunity to do something and you've got extra meter, you can just do that. And the other really important one is done by hitting 2 heavy buttons, your heavy punch and your heavy kick. And it'll do something that looks a lot like the focus attack in Street Fighter 4. Right? A little red and black effect to it. The thing about this mechanic is that you hit a guy with it, sure, he goes flying, and that's cool. It's blockable, though. If they block it, though, what's going to happen is they're going to get pushed back quite a lot. We're going to go to block here. There we go. So if I do it, see, he blocks it and he gets pushed back. Now, that's useful putting a guy in the corner, but the really useful thing is if he happens to get hit back and he happens to hit the wall, he gets put into this sort of crumple state where you can do all kinds of combos, right? And that uses, as you can see, one block of my meter. So that's going to be it for today. There's so many other things you can do with that meter and so many other effects, but if you want to get started in Street Fighter 6, that's all you need to know. Thanks.